Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Cooking with Gadgets. Today I'm going to try to make an Asian sloppy joe. There's a recipe that I have that calls for fresh ground beef. In doing this recipe, I'm going to try a new experiment. Went to the store today and I looked at the price of ground beef. It's like $9 a pound. And I noticed I have with my smart cooking gadget the ability to grind up beef. So I bought some stew meat and it's about $6 a pound. And I'm gonna try to make some fresh ground beef to go in my sloppy joe recipe. So stay with me and let's see if this comes out good. Okay, to make our ground beef, first thing we did was we froze the beef for about an hour. And what we're going to do is start our recipe here. And I'm going to add a couple of ingredients that I think. So I've already chopped some garlic. And I'm going to tear this down. So it says 16 ounces. So I'm not sure if I have 16 ounces or not. I may have more. But we're going to go with what we got because this is what we got. And my camera work is not that great right now because I'm holding the camera with one hand. My cameraman is in school. So, okay. Well, looky there. 16 ounces exactly, but I got 3 more pieces of meat. So we are at 17 ounces. Put my lid back on and hit next. And before I do that, I want to add a couple of more ingredients to make this thing. You see my student photographer over there. I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and a little bit of liquid smoke. I know, all my steak buddies out there are gonna be laughing at me for adding that smoke, but this is gonna give my hamburger a little bit of flavor that I want to give it. Okay, so now we got our beef in there. Got my top on. I'm gonna hit next. And it says turn selector to 6 for 10 seconds. Okay. And it's done. Go next. And it says I should have ground beef. So look at there. I have ground beef. Awesome. So now we'll be able to make our sandwiches, our Asian sloppy joes later tonight. Okay, I got all my ingredients laid out here, ready to go. We have some baking soda, probably gonna put about an ounce of that in there. We have sugar, milk, rice wine or rice wine vinegar, water, flour, and we have some yeast. This is gonna be for our buns that we're gonna make for our Asian sloppy joes. I'm gonna mix this up and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. All right, I'm putting the ground beef into the varoma, is what this is called. It's gonna be steamed and then we'll mix up a special sloppy joe sauce. Ooh, that looks nice. Our beef is finished steaming. We're gonna drain off the juices and go on to the next step. Stay with us. Now it's time to make our sauce for our sloppy joe. We got some onions, garlic, sesame seed oil. I'm gonna start that mixture up first, and then it's all gonna come together. It's gonna look like sloppy joe mix. Okay, my onions and garlic are steaming. You can see how it's cooking inside the Thermomix. Be ready in about 3 minutes, and we'll go on to the next step. While I'm still making my mix, I am gonna get my bao buns ready. Got them shaped up and I'm gonna let them rise. I'm gonna put them in my proofing oven over here. This is another one of those gadgets. I have a GE oven with a proofing mode. Pretty cool gadget. As you can hear my dog in the background. So we're gonna proof those for about 30 minutes and we'll be back with you. All right, I added my ketchup, about 4 ounces, and hoisin sauce, about 3 ounces, ginger, rice wine vinegar, soy sauce, a little bit of liquid smoke. That's the southern part of the recipe. And we're gonna go on to the next step. Wow, you should smell this. You notice I didn't add any sugar to this recipe? Wow. And it's smelling good. Check it out. Let's move on to the next step. All right, my sauce just finished up. Next part of the recipe is to add the beef. Here comes the beef, folks. Gonna add that beef. And while we're cooking that up, I'm already starting to prepare my buns. These are gonna be steamed buns. First time I've ever done that, so it's gonna be really interesting for me. Wow. The smell and the taste of this so far is outstanding. I like the way it's coming out so far. Stay with me. Let's finish this thing up so we can eat. Got the buns in the varoma tray. Some on top, some on bottom. We're gonna steam it and we'll see how they come out. Almost dinner time. The steamed buns are done. I've never had a steamed bun before in my life, so I don't know what they're supposed to look like. But I think they look good. I'm gonna taste them. We're gonna find out in a second here. There you have it, Asian sloppy joes. Cooked on the steam buns. And I'm gonna taste and see what they taste like. So let's see what they taste like. Oh man, this is delicious. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Cooking with Gadgets. Talk to you soon.